The thing is, when I record on my laptop, the quality is better, the video quality. And when I record on the cloud, the video quality is not so good. So, but what can we do? All right. So I'm just going to set the alarm. And then I always need a minute to tune in, and then I start talking. Okay, enjoy. Okay, so I start with opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. So expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So I'm expanding. And the energy field can always be more expanded. So for example, when you meet somebody and you can really feel that person's energy field, that just means that person has a very expanded and large energy field, and there is a lot of light in there. And this is what you're feeling and experiencing. And this is basically never ending. So the energy field can always be more expanded. So I'm still expanding it. And then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. So surface energies are energies you've been exposed to over the past 1 or 2 days, and also emotions that are floating around the top of your system. So I'm clearing them. And there is an energy coming in that helps to calm down the system more, just a calming energy that's coming in. And also the energy of relaxation, so that you can relax even more. The energy of relaxation is coming in. and the system gets filled up with more light. So the light flows in, especially through the crown chakra and third eye chakra. So it's flowing in. And at the same time, it's working on these chakras, clearing blockages so that more light can enter the system. And while it's doing that, I'm also opening up the energy field more. Bring in more light. So again, the energy just really wants that your system relaxes more. There's more energy of relaxation coming in, more energy of relaxation. So if you still can feel tension in some areas, just either you give it away to that energy that comes in right now. So you give it to that, the tension, then it can be replaced with the relaxation. Or if that doesn't work, just allow it to be there. And that's also a way of then not focusing on it anymore. And then it can also start dissolving and dissolves eventually. So the system is really settling down, gets really settled, very relaxed, and very grounded at the same time. So the energy is very, very grounding today. It's very grounding. So the energy that comes in right now, it really wants you to feel comfortable in your body. So the focus is on feeling comfortable in the body, because the body is the vehicle we have in this life experience. So it's very important, it's the most important thing, if we can call it a thing, or the most important thing we have. Without a body, we couldn't, live on this planet. We couldn't have this life experience. So it's the most precious thing we've got is our body. And the energy that comes in right now just wants us to remember that. And it's a reminder to look after our bodies. It's the most precious gift we have. And it's strengthening right now, an energy is coming in that's strengthening the physical. It makes the physical more resilient. So that's coming in. I guess that's the word, resilient. Stronger. And more focused. So the energy is still very strongly working on the physical. I mean, the physical is just the last layer. It's the densest layer, but it's also energy. And now the energy that's coming in now is like, it's very bright light and it looks like honey. Interesting color. It looks like the energy looks like as if there is honey poured over our bodies. And like it's doing that. The energy is doing that right now. So I let it do that for a minute and then see what this is about. So I can share it. Yeah, it's basically, it makes the body more resilient to whatever um, whatever influences are coming in. So makes the body more resilient. That's happening right now for all sorts of influences. Yeah, we need this body to live this life experience, and also life energy is flowing through our body, right? And the body is the feedback mechanism of life energy as well. So with emotion, senses, thoughts, we're experiencing life. And then it's reflected outwardly into our consciousness, into everybody's individual consciousness. So this is why every life experience is very unique. Yeah, very interesting. The focus today is very much on the physical. Again, there is still like this light pouring over the body, like honey. And at the same time, again, it's very, very grounding. So apparently this is what's needed right now, to be very grounded. Very grounded and stabilized. This is what's needed right now. And at the same time, the energy is working very intensely at the crown chakra. So it's clearing blockages and opening up the crown chakra for higher connection. And the energy is now working on the crown chakra and the brain as well. So just a lot of light is working on that in that area and pouring into the system. And again, I'm opening up the energy field more. So that the light can also enter deeper layers. And the energy that's present right now really helps us to rest in beingness, in our body and in beingness. So this is the energy that's coming in now. Really this resting in beingness and being resilient. So it doesn't really matter what's happening on the outside. So in the world, I guess, around you, that you are very centered, very stabilized, very grounded, and at the same time connected to a higher truth. To your personal highest truth. And maybe you can feel that there is a lot of strength in your system, so you, inner strength because of that. So because of the grounding and the higher connection, there's just a lot of balance and inner strength in the way of, okay, I just go on with my day. It doesn't really matter what's happening around me. I'm centered. I'm grounded. And not disturbed by what's happening around me. I'm just resting in beingness. And again, where can we experience that? In the body. So we need the body to have all these experiences. And now the energy that comes in has the information of trust. So your system is filled up with trust, a lot of trust. So that you can trust your life experience and your life experience unfolding, your own personal life energy. I mean, it's a universal energy, but you have this your personal experience of it, your individual experience of it. So trusting this, that's coming in now. So just this trust in general, so that everything that happens for a reason and it's perfect as it is, right? But this is this put in words, but just in general trust. And trust had to come in first, and now knowing comes in. So there's trust first, and when the system trusts, then it knows this is just how it is. Things are just how they are. I know that. This is the next layer of energy, the knowingness that's coming in. So that everything is how it is, because it has to be like that, and it is supposed to be like that. And this knowingness, if we have that in our system, it really helps us to accept everything that's happening in our lives and also in other people's lives. You know, everything is a perfect orchestration. There are no mistakes. And this is something, yes, you can intellectually think about and you can kind of practice as well. But this is also a way of being. It's just a way of being. It's part of the true nature, like this full acceptance of everything, fully surrendering to everything that is. And this information is coming in, manifests in your system. Because the more we can surrender to everything that is, the more we are detaching of everything as well. So of the stories, of the influences. We can detach from that more and more, until eventually there is no attachment at all. All attachments are gone. So in general, I'm clearing attachments, all sorts of attachments out of your system. So the ones that are available right now. I mean, the human part is attached to a lot, of course. This is just how it is. So we clear a few attachments. So I'm just sharing a few attachment of outcomes, certain outcomes. So I'm clearing attachment of certain outcomes. So this is specifically there today. Having a certain interest in certain things, wanting certain things in a certain way, wanting to direct certain things or influence certain things, clearing that energies, those energies. Then also the energy that we want to change certain things or want that it's different than it is, clearing it. And mostly suffering comes from resisting, not wanting, wanting it to be different, and in general, identifying. This is where the suffering comes in. Because if full surrender is there to life experience, we might have, of course, a life experience we don't prefer, but then we just live through that life experience, and then the experience fully leaves the system with all energies, and that's it, and it's gone. So there is no attachment, and that's, yeah, then there is no suffering. Suffering comes from resisting and being attached and identified. So also clear more of those energies. So second chakra, resistance, specifically clear resistance around certain outcomes. A clear resistance around certain outcomes that you're experiencing around you and that you don't prefer. So resistance. So in general, the core resistance is resistance against life itself, life experience itself. So life experience is just the energy moving through our system. And resisting this energy flowing, that's what it basically is, broken down. So we just stop the flow of energy, not the whole energy, but like parts of it. So we hold it in the system, we stop the flow. I clear this resistance, the resistance towards life unfolding, how it's supposed to unfold. I mean, we can't do anything about it anyways. It's going to unfold how it's going to unfold. This is just how it is. It really depends on how we meet it, with the open system and surrender, or with resistance and a closed down system. Then we basically just hold it. Okay, and talking about that, I'm opening up the central energy channel more. So this is where life energy flows through the system. And this is where we just constant flow want. So one constant flow of life energy, full surrender to life energy, just having the experience of life in the present moment, and then that the experience fully leaves the system again. So this is what we want. And then we are just living in the present moment. There is no past and future. So this mechanism starts breaking down as well. Okay, I'm expanding. Then I accelerate the life energy. And help it to flow more. And one day, this is our full understanding and realization that this is what's living through us. It's not us being in charge of our lives. It's like life is in charge of us. I guess that's the best way to describe it. So there is the energy of acceptance coming in, accepting this information. For some parts, it's not so easy to accept because, we want certain things, we want them to be different, we want it our way. That doesn't mean we can't have our way, there's life energy flowing, and in that, or with that flow, with that stream, we have a lot of decision space. But if we just don't want what life is presenting us at all, then suffering comes up. And I'm talking about the very joyous and amazing moments. We live through them, they fully leave the system, but also moments that are very the total opposite, both. All included. So right now is a lot of work happening on the third eye chakra. I just see an information stream, yes, energy stream coming in, but it's specifically shown as information. So there's just higher information coming in for you, for your system. And it's not information that we can understand intellectually. It's not like that. It's information for the system. And this is why I always just call it a higher truth, because this is the best way to describe it. It's just more than we know right now, or we understand right now. It's behind the mind. So there's a lot of light working on the third eye chakra. And also parts of the brain. It seems like the energy is activating certain parts of the brain, or clearing certain parts of the brain that helps us to perceive this higher information better. And again, it's not intellectually, but it somehow how can I describe this best? It still has to do with the brain. But it's more like the brain is responsible for the body functions, and the information is more on that level. So coming in for that level, for the body functions. So the body starts functioning in a more optimum way. So it seems like in the beginning, the energy of grounding came in, so grounding the body, and the light that's now very present in the crown chakra and third eye chakra is extremely high vibrational, and it's exactly the opposite. So we needed both, or we needed the grounding first to experience this extreme high vibrational light working on the third eye and crown chakra. The body needed grounding first. It's so intense, it seemed a little bit painful. At least I experienced that. Very intense, very strongly working. But I mean, this is what we want, right? We want the work getting done, the transformation getting done. That's really good. Okay, let's sit with this because the energy is just really strongly working on that area. So let's sit with this for the next few minutes in silence. Let's see what's happening then. Okay, so the light wants to be connected to the heart chakra as well. And I clear heavy energies out of the heart chakra first. It's just heaviness out of the heart chakra, protection, all sorts of protection when we thought we need to protect our heart and we don't want to feel things. So there's a lot of protection around the heart. So I'm clearing. So I don't want to feel, 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 and I don't want to see or sense that kind of way. So right away, the light can also or is entering the heart chakra. Still very intensely working on the third eye and now entering the heart chakra as well. And now there's just so much bright light. I'm blinded by the light with my eyes closed. That's actually funny. And there's a lot of expansion happening in the heart chakra and crown and third eye chakra. So the light is really working on clearing blockages and expanding these areas. So there's a very, very big amount of very high vibrational light present in our systems working very intensely. It's very intense work happening. And very interesting, I usually don't see colors. I just see layers or layers of gray and white when I see light. And now the light has changed its color into red. So it's changing the color all the time, red, then bright yellow. And now orange. So it's changing all the time, then yellow, then blue. Interesting. It feels like there is some sort of upgrade happening, upgrade of the system. So the energy fields are changed. They just changed. Or they are being changed. Okay, we are finished. Thank you very much for joining. That was very interesting, very different. It's always fascinating what comes through. So thank you for being here and being part of this. It was amazing. Have a wonderful rest